Hello and welcome to this first trimester cardio and strength workout. Now what we're going to do today is a workout where we're going to really consider how you might be feeling right now. If you're feeling a little bit nauseous, you might be feeling absolutely exhausted. Well, here's the thing. You've got to feel like doing this. So at any point, if it doesn't feel right, you know you can stop, yeah? And you can do this another day. But if you're feeling like you really want to do something, remember that just by working out will help you to start taking away that feeling of nausea. Just the focus of doing something may help you a little bit. I want you to make sure that you have air circulation around you. So open a window, make sure there's some air. You've got to keep yourself nice and cool. We also need to make sure that your temperature is regulated, that you don't get too hot, but also your intensity is regulated. So I want you to make sure that all the way through this, that you feel you can talk to me all the way through. So I'm going to be asking you some questions. Make sure you answer me back, yeah? Okay, so we're going to start off just with a really simple squat. I'm just going to take it really slowly and we're going to connect to our core. We'll have more of a focus on the core when you're doing our Pilates style core workouts as well. So make sure you check those out as well. So you should know that you need to bring your feet into a hip distance apart position. You're going to press through the inside of the ball of the foot. I want you to draw up through the arches of the feet. If that doesn't make sense, make sure you look at our core video. But you want to press through the inside of the ball and try to gather your mat up underneath your feet. You need to lift up through your core muscles. You need to work your shoulder blades down using the muscles, the retraction muscles on the back of the shoulder blades. And some of the strength exercises we're going to do today are going to help you with that feeling of retraction through the shoulders. We need to engage the core. Let's take a nice big deep breath. Inhale. As you exhale, I want you to lift up through that pelvic floor. So that's stopping from the back passage to the front passage and drawing up and in together. Remember to have a look at our pelvic floor videos, specifically pelvic floor videos, if you need some more help with that deep core, that pelvic floor engagement. So take another breath for me. Inhale, exhale, do that again. And we're just going to slowly start to drop into a squat and lift back up. And as you do this, I want you to think about that line of strength, that line of pull from the base of the feet all the way up into your glutes. So you're dropping down and lifting back up. Now we're going to use some form of resistance through this workout. I've got my band here ready for me to use. Don't worry if you haven't got anything. You can do the whole thing without. Certainly for the warm-up, you don't want to be using any resistance. You could try to use a weight. A band is probably a little bit better if you can get a hold of one. But as I say, don't worry if you haven't got anything. Dropping down and lifting back up. Now really think about a line of pull from your foot all the way up to your glutes. And as you come up standing nice and tall, you're lifting in through those core muscles as well. Do that for me 4 more times. Keep the shoulder blades drawn back and down. You want to be focused on the length in the back of your neck as well. Breathe, focus on your breath. Inhale and exhale. Everything should feel good. We're not going too fast. We're going at a nice, reasonable pace. Hopefully this feels fine for you. Do that for me 2 more times. And 1 more time, and then we're going to do some tap back. So I just want you to tap your foot back behind you and tap back behind you. Now as you press back, I want you to feel the ball of the foot in contact with the floor. So just press through the ball of the foot, particularly through the inside of the ball, and I want you to feel strong, and I want you to take your weight back into that back leg. All of these exercises we're doing are going to help you throughout the whole of your pregnancy. It's all about working into the muscles that we really need to work and maybe releasing some muscles that can get tight throughout the pregnancy. Now, as you're taking your leg back behind you, be conscious of the fact that you're creating space in the front of your hip. So what I don't want you to do, I'm doing it wrong for a second, as I don't want you to lean forwards. I want you to keep your body up nice and upright as you're doing this. That's fantastic. So you're keeping your chest up, you're squeezing, engaging those glutes, making sure that you're keeping your body nice and lengthened through the front. We're going to do that 2 more times, yeah? 1 more time. Now hold your right leg back for me, and I want you to lift and lower through your right heel. Lift and lower. Now as you work through that right foot, I want you to press through the inside of the ball of the foot and think about that big toe push off. And as you push off from the big toe, squeeze into your buttocks. And we're going to add like a running action with this. So just move your arms forward and backwards. Be conscious that your front knee doesn't roll in. I'm going to do it wrong for a second. Yeah, you need to keep your knee in alignment, keep working the shoulder blades back and down, and breathe with it as you go. Keep focusing on your movement. That focus is going to help you, particularly if you're feeling a little bit nauseous. Yeah, so breathe nice and deep and really focus on that foot toe position. pressing through the foot. Do that for me 2 more times, 1 more time. Now I want you to bend your back knee and bring your weight back into the ball of the back leg. And we're going to open and close the chest as we drop down into a lunge position. Now when you're lunging, you're keeping your back up nice and tall. And you're squeezing into your buttocks as you come up. So open and close the chest. That's good. Do that for me 2 more times. And 1 more time. Well done. Now we're going to take a squat to the right and a squat to the left. Now this wide squat position, at the moment you should feel fine doing this. It's important to establish at this point in your pregnancy that as you go through your pregnancy, this could change. Doing a wide squat position may not feel right for you, and it's something that I want you to listen out for in your body. And that's the next key thing. Throughout your pregnancy, you need to be listening to what your body's telling you. It's so clever. It will tell you lots and lots of things. Any aches or pains, why are they there? Why are you feeling them? Do you need to adjust your movement? Do you need to step a little bit narrower, for example, and do it slightly smaller as I'm doing now? If you feel fine, then you can go bigger again. Now, this should also be taking your heart rate up. How's that intensity feeling? Yep, can you feel? You can still talk to me. So I want you to string a sentence together right now. You can say whatever you like. You can say, hello, Jane, how are you? How's your wife and kids? Or whatever it is you want to say, yeah? But just make sure you can string a sentence together and you can speak quite normally as you do that, yeah? That's important. Okay, do 2 more for me. 1 more, we're going to go back to our straightforward squat. So just drop down and lift back up. That's good. Drop down and lift back up. We're going to do 6 more of those. So I want you to get into a rhythm as you do this. Lifting in through your center, working the shoulder blades back and down, thinking about that core connection from your feet all the way up through your center. Yeah, using those core muscles, lifting through your center all the way through. And let's go for 2 more. And 1 more. We're going to do tap back left and right this time. That's good. So you're just tapping it back. Think of taking your weight back into the ball of the back leg as you do this. Check those knees. Remember, we don't want them to kind of fall inwards. So you're keeping the knees out. That's good. Now keep that back up nice and tall. And while we're here, think about your chin position even, lengthening through the back of the neck. It's good, well done. How are you feeling? Breathe. Remember, nice breaths, big and slow. Keep breathing it through. You're doing so well now. I hope you're feeling good. Remember, you can stop at any point. And remember to drink that water as well. Lots and lots of water, really important right now. It's good. Give me 2 more of these. 1 more of these. Fantastic. Hold your left leg back this time. So the left leg goes back and you're going to lift up and lower. Working through that calf on the left foot. Now have a think about how this feels, because that's the other really important thing here. You need to think about whether it feels different from one side to the other. So we're going to do that running action again, lifting and lowering. So you're pressing through the inside, the ball of the foot. And as you come up onto the ball, you're squeezing your left buttock, lifting up and lowering down. Now check out that front knee, okay? Try not to let it wobble in. If you've got a mirror in front of you, fantastic. Or if you can see yourself on a screen, then that's brilliant as well. Lift up and lower back down. Keep working that length into your neck. Keep breathing it through. And we're going to do 2 more of these. 1 more of these. Now bend your back knee. We're going to open and close the chest. So this is this lunging action. So you're going to go down and lift back up. Down and lift back up. Now push your hip forward and squeeze your buttock as you come up. So you've got length in the front of the hip and your body's dropping vertically down and back up. Yeah, that's really important. So you're not allowing, I'm going to do it wrong for a second, you're not allowing your body to come forwards. It's vertical. This is keeping the hips open at the front, and we want that openness. We want to feel those squeezes into the glutes. It's good. Let's do 2 more and let's open that chest 1 more time. And then we'll step wide to the left and to the right and to the left. So we're going to keep the body moving if we can. I'd like you to keep stepping to the side and to the right and to your left 4 more times. So do that 4 more times for me. 3 more times. 2 more. 1 more. And you should be feeling nice and warm now. We're going to pick up our band. Now, I'm using just an ordinary band, just a length of band that I've just cut off, And it's quite a long band. Now, if you're using a band that's slightly shorter, don't worry about it. You don't need to have one this long. The reason I've got such a long one is because it's a really thick band, so it doesn't move quite so much. But if you've got a thinner band that will move easily, then you'll be fine. So what we're going to do is just hold the band down by our side, so it creates a bit of resistance as we're doing our squat. So we're adding a bit more strength into what we're doing. I want you to, again, have your feet a little bit more than hip distance apart this time, so slightly wider. And then we're going to engage the core of the foot again. So draw up through the arches of the feet, lift up through your pelvic floor and into your belly. And let's just go slowly down and slowly lift up. Now, what I'm doing with my arms is pushing them forwards, but retracting and pulling them up. So I'm squeezing into the shoulder blades as I draw the elbows back behind me. This has the effect of opening the chest and really working on important postural muscles that you need to work on all the way through your pregnancy. So this is good preparation for what you'll need to do later on as well. So you're just squatting down and lifting back up. That's good. Retract through the shoulder blades and lift back up. Perfect. So let's drop down and lift back up. Find your center. So as you come up, draw through the feet, lift up into that pelvic floor. So remember, that's that stop a fart, stop a wee feeling into your center. But you generally want to feel a strength, a core control, and a nice steadiness through your body. And that's what this pace is all about. We're not going too fast. We're not going too slow. We've got a nice rhythm going, and I want you to keep that rhythm going if you can. Perfect. Let's do 4 more of these and lift back up. Good, and again, 3 and lift back up. 2 more and 1 more. You should feel your heart rate going up, but can you still talk to me? Yeah, that's important. Okay, we're going to take the band underneath 1 foot only and take the right leg back behind. So in this position here, we're going to go into a lunge back. So start with your right foot by your side of your left, and then step back. We're going to drop down, lift up, and press the arms up. Now, the elbows are only going to shoulder height. So we're not going too high. We're just bringing the elbows up to shoulder height. When you lunge back down, remember that upright stance. So you're going to bring your back up nice and tall, drop down, lift in, and press the arms up. Now, it's really important as you press those arms up that you don't feel your heart rate go up too high, yeah? So you want to feel that you can always recover from everything you're doing. Remember that intensity. Yet press back, keep that back up nice and tall, and then lift in. Now, we can do this slightly harder if you want to. You could lift your right foot off the floor. So there's a balance element involved, yep? So if you want to try that, you can. Step in and press. We're going to do 4 more of these. Perfect. And press. 3 more. Step in and press. 2 more. Remember, you don't have to lift the foot off the floor. You can keep it on the floor. And 1 more. Step back, lower down, lift up, and press. We're going to drop the band just for 1 second for this next movement. So you're just going to step back, alternating each leg. And as you step back, I want you to put your weight backwards. So we're quickening up the move. We're taking away the resistance. So we're thinking more about cardio now. It's good. Now, if you wanted to, you could do a little jump. How does it feel? Does it feel good? If you want to do it, then do it. It's absolutely fine. There's no reason why you can't do this. Keep your intensity where you need it. Stay in control. You've got to feel good. So you don't have to jump if you don't want to, but if you want to, add a little jump. It's good. Well done. Perfect. Breathe deep and slow. Give me 4 more. 3 more. 2 more. 1 more. You're there. Grab the band. You're now going to place it underneath your left foot. We're going to go into a rowing action. Drop down into a lunge. Grab a hold of your band, and you're going to pull into your back muscles. Now, we've already worked through some back retraction. We're now trying to get bigger movement with that right arm. So allow the arm to straighten and bend and pull back behind you. Now, if you check my back, I'm leaning forward, but my back is straight, and that's important. I'm going to do it wrong for a second. You don't want to arch the back and bring the shoulders forward. Draw the shoulder blades down, keep your neck nice and long, and pull back behind you. Pull back behind you. Well done. Give me 4 more of those. 3 more. That's good. 2 more and 1 more. That's fantastic. We're going to take a little step out wide to the right, little step out wide to the left, out to the right, out to the left. Now I'm going to take it to a slightly changed rhythm. So join me now. So we're going to go down, up, down, lift, down, up. So you can see where this is going. You can just step it, or if you wanted to, you can do a little leap. Arms are going to go up and down. It's good. Well done. You don't have to do it. You can just step it wide. Let's go 8, 7, 6, 5. Well done. 4 more. 3, 2, and 1. Well done. We're going to put the band back underneath the feet. Grab some water right now if you need it. Yeah, have a little break. We're going to go back to our squats. We're going to do one more round. So it's like a bit of a circuit, but this time we're going to repeat it on the other leg. So you're going to drop down into your squat, lift back up, retract the shoulder blades back, and lift back up. That's perfect. So drop down and up and squeeze. Down and up and squeeze. So you're really thinking about bringing those shoulder blades in together as you pull back up. Squeeze into those mat muscles. Keep it going. Keep your chin in as you're doing this. You're doing perfectly. And lift back up and squeeze. Let's go for 6 more of these. And lift back up and squeeze. You're doing so well. Now, how's that heart rate? How does it feel? Now, we don't use heart rate monitoring during pregnancy. And the reason for that is your heart rate is elevated. But I still want you to feel it. Yep, what does it feel like? Can it ease itself down? So if you slow down, does your heart rate come down a little bit? Can you feel it calm? That's important. Yeah? Okay, let's just do 2 more. And 1 more. Perfect. Okay, we're going to take that band underneath the left foot only. And you're going to step back into your lunge position. So, no, we're going to change legs. My fault. Other leg. Put it underneath the right side. That's it. And then we're going to step back with the left. Whoops. Drop down. Lift up. And do that overhead press. So you're going to step back. Drop down, lift in, and then press up. That's good. So you're going to step back, drop down, step in, and press up. That's good. So you step back, drop down. Remember, if you wanted to, you can lift the knee up as well and balance. So step back, drop back, lift in, and press. And again, we're going to do 4 more of these. How are you doing? Hope you're okay. Yes, feeling all right? Can you talk to me? Yep. Can you keep your intensity at a moderate pace? I'm going as slowly as I feel is necessary for you guys, but if you wanted to speed it up, feel free to do that. That's absolutely fine. If you wanted to slow it down as well, it's entirely up to you. You've got to keep it at a pace which feels good to you. Last one. Fantastic. We're going to get rid of that band. We're going to do those little step backs. Step back. Well done, you're doing really well. Step back. Can you do this now? Step back. Now, do you want to add that little jump? If it feels good, do it. Now, when you're doing this, keep your weight back. Go back into the ball of the back leg. Keep your back upright. Now, can you lift your core? Can you think of a feeling of lifting your body as you change legs? That's really important. Good. Keep it going. Now, you don't have to jump. You can just step it. How are you doing? Well done. Keep it going. How's that heart rate? Is it going up too high? Do you need to calm it down? Can you calm it down? Just bring it down. It's good. Let's do 2 more. 1 more. And you're there. Well done. Grab that band. You're going to place it underneath your right foot this time. So take it underneath the right foot. Shorten the band around. Drop down into your lunge position. Are you ready? So you're going to pull. Now, this is working into the back muscles. But this time we've got the elbow tucked right into the side and we're pulling into those big back muscles. You need a forward lean position. If this gets too much on your legs, you can drop your knee to the floor. You might need to shorten your band a little bit, and you can do it this way with your knee on the ground. Yep. So keep tucking your elbow in. Keep working the shoulder blades back and down. Now, as you're pulling your elbow back behind you, use your core muscles. Yep. Lift into your center. Lift your core muscles in. That's good. Keep it going. Go 8 more. 7. Remember, you can come up onto your toes. Go for 4 more. 4 more. 3. Keep rowing. 2. And 1. We're going to do that wide step to the side. Side. Yep, so you do that little double, down, up, down, lift, down, up, down, lift, down, up, down, lift. Good, well done, keep it going. Step, step, step. You don't have to jump it. You can keep it nice and easy and nice and low. Do what feels good to you. We're going to go for 8 more of these. So that's 8, 7, 6, 5. You're doing so well. Give me 4 more. You can really leap it if you want to. If it feels good, do it. And 1. You're there. Well done. Okay, we're going to come to a standstill. I'm going to use the band underneath one foot. I'm going to take the other end of the band behind me. We're going to go back to core control. We're going to bring the heart rate down. You're going to extend your right arm up. Now, as you do this, I want you to lift in through your core. Start to slow everything down. Lift up through your pelvic floor and into your belly. Draw up through the arch of the left foot. So breathe it through. That's good. Keep it going. So press, press. Well done. Go 8 more. You're doing brilliantly. 7. If you wanted to work a little bit harder, you can try and balance on one leg. Give me 4 more. Straighten that arm up. Keep your elbow close to your ear. And you're there. Well done. Okay, change legs. Change sides. So place it underneath the right foot. You want to step your foot in front of the band, work from behind, and then lift up. Now remember, I've got a really long band here because it's a really tough band, so it doesn't stretch very much. But if your band extends much more easily, then you won't need such a long band. So don't worry if your band isn't as long as mine. But again, if it doesn't feel right, you can do this without, or you could use a handheld weight. Slow it down if you need to. Yeah, let's just slow it down. Let's focus on the core. So lift in through your center. Lift up through your pelvic floor and into your belly. Keep breathing it through. Let's go for 8 more. You're doing so well. Press. Lift into your center. Try and calm your body as you're doing this. Still focus on that tricep muscle, feeling it, but also that lift through your core. I've lost count now. Should we do 1 more? I think that'll do. Fantastic. Well done. Let's come down to the floor. So slowly bring yourself down to the floor. We're going to go into an on all fours position. Let's just do a little bit of isolated core work, coming onto the hands and knees, working the shoulder blades back and down. So in this position here, I want you to lift in through your core, and I want you to do some what we call walking planks. So you're going to go down with the left elbow, left hand, right hand, down with the right, down with the left, right and left. So just do that for me a few more times. And as you're doing this, just see if you can feel your core. And what this is doing, also giving you some lovely work through your upper body. Now I'm doing this in a modified press position. If you do a lot of working out, or you have done a lot of working out, and you want to take it a little bit harder, bring your elbows forwards. Yep, so you're in a more of a forward modified press up position. Okay, so this is a nice way, rather than doing press ups or static planks, this is a lovely way to work the shoulders, to work the chest, but to keep the body moving. And that's so important in pregnancy. You don't want to do really long held positions. You want to keep your body gently moving and functioning, feeling your core muscles all the way through. Okay, so keep going. How many more of these can we do? Hope you're feeling okay. Let's try 3 more. And then 2 more. And last one. I think I started on my right, so I'm going to do 1 more for luck, but it doesn't really matter too much. And then you're there. Well done. Fantastic stuff. Let's go into some stretches. Just take your right leg forward and feel some length in the front of your left thigh. Now, as you're here, let's bring that heart rate right down now and breathe. Inhale for me. Exhale. And do that again. Breathe it through. Inhale and exhale. Feel that length in the front of your left thigh. Keep lifting through. Keep working the shoulder blades down. If you want to use your hands on the back and the front of your thigh for some support, you can. But try to lift your belly away from your hands. Give me 1 more deep breath. Inhale. Exhale. Lift your belly away from your hands. So you're just using that bit of core control. Okay, from here, we're going to do a stretch, crossing the right leg in front of the left. Now, if you find that quite difficult to do, don't worry if you really can't quite manage this position. You can do it with your body up nice and tall. You can do it with your legs slightly in rather than out. Ideally, you want to get the leg out, but don't worry if it's not looking exactly the same as mine. The important thing is that your leg is flexed and you're stretching through the muscles, and you can feel some stretch in the back of your hip. That's fine for now. Okay, and then we're going to try the other side. So you're going to bring your left leg forwards, and then we're going to get that stretch in the front of the thigh there. So just hold that position, breathe it through. And as you go through your pregnancy, you'll discover that these kind of stretches that we're doing right now are the same ones you're going to need to use all the way through. These ones I'm doing at the moment are a little bit less of a focus than we will do in some of the other workouts as you progress through your pregnancy. But just be aware and conscious that length in the front of the hip is going to be really important to you as you go through your pregnancy. So lift up that belly, so take a breath, inhale, exhale. Pull your belly away from your front hand. So you've got your front hand over the front of your pelvis and your belly on the left hand over the front of the right hip. And your right hand is going into the back of your pelvis, just supporting your back a little bit, lifting in through your core. And then we're going to do what we call a hip rotator stretch, which stretches your glute muscles. So the knee goes out to the side. Now, if you have any niggles, or your knee doesn't like this, just come up a little bit. Take the pressure off your knee. If you really can't get that angle, you can bring your knee in. That's fine, as long as you're getting some kind of length in the hip. The more you can turn the knee out, the more you'll probably feel it. And the more you can walk your back leg further back behind you, the more you'll feel a stretch. You can also come down into this position here and relax. Okay, now I'm going to come up to a standing position and just stretch out the calves. What you might want to do is find something you can lean against, a wall or a table or a chair, and just come into a calf stretch. You just take one leg behind you, feel length in the back of your leg. So lift in through your core and change legs. So we're keeping these stretches quite short. Remember, we've also got some lengthening stretch and core workouts where you'll get a lot more focus on stretching. So as long as you do those videos and those workouts as well, then you don't need to do a long stretch right now. And then again, holding on to something, just do a quad stretch for me, which is a front thigh stretch. Push your knees together, lifting through your center, work the shoulders down, and then do that on the other side. So well done. This may be your first workout, your second workout with us. Try to keep going. Remember, never sacrifice sleep for a workout. If you're feeling really, really exhausted, then I don't want you to do this workout. I want you to sleep first, then do the workout. That's really important. And if you are feeling really, really nauseous, again, sleep is probably better for you than working out. However, if it's quite mild and you want to focus, do this workout because it will help to take away that nauseous feeling if it's just mild. So I hope to see you again soon, and remember those points, and well done for doing this workout. You've done brilliantly.